I have to adjust my premium Sleep Number mattress because I'm sinking in the setup.
Oh, I thought because you're so slept on right now.
No, I'm not slept on, dude. The people know me. I'm a known entity.
Facts.
I
All right,
got fans, and it isn't just my two dogs.
tell
Let
me,
me see if there's
flex.
anything embarrassing. Let me see real quick if there's anything embarrassing on my bedside. I got the Vicks. I got the bite guard.
Oh my
Nah,
gosh.
whatever. I am what I am. The people know me.
Oh, dude, my setup over here. I got my snot rag.
Yeah, you still sound unwell,
I got my OJ.
buddy.
Don't worry, I still got the.
Drugland. Dude, all my sponsored beverages are in the garage, and it's cold in the Midwest. I don't. I'm curious to hear how it is in Chicago, but it's like well, I mean, it's what 9:30 a.m. for me, and it's still in the 40s. So,
It's
the
cold.
the garage beverages are about to be like accidental refrigerated beverages, which is great,
That
but
is
they're just not quite there yet. So I was gonna grab one, but I didn't. I took Ben to daycare this morning, and I was gonna hit. There's a gas station right by his daycare that carries LD, but I didn't need gas, and I wanted to go to the grocery store to buy a newspaper, and I thought, okay,
wow.
they
Flex.
they might have newspapers at the gas station. They might have newspapers at the grocery store, but they definitely have a Starbucks coffee in the grocery store. So that was how I made my decision. And they did have newspapers. They had the Columbus Dispatch, they had the Plain Dealer, they had the Wall Street Journal, they had the New York Times, and they had the USA Today.
Are
And
you are you
I'm
flexing the variety of newspapers at
well,
your
no, not
local grocery
really.
store at me?
I no, I mean yes and no. It's so I'm picking them up for a homie, a relative is in the hospital. Everything's okay, but he's laid
Blessed.
up, and he's not the smartphone having type individual. So I thought, let me like this dude needs some reading material. Let me just get the news,
Let me
and
let me
I
fuck
didn't
his
know,
life up and get
and it was
him.
like a little bit of a surprise. So it wasn't like I was going in there knowing what he reads. I'm like, well, I'll just get every newspaper. So that's
Oh
the
my.
Tony DeGennaro brand of thoughtfulness. Just okay, here's 12 newspapers.
Here's
Feel better.
everything that I think you might like. I love it.
Yeah. So no, not really a flex. Um, in the strictly constitutional sense. But how are you
But
feeling?
honestly, way better.
Yeah,
Like,
it's I can tell that it's like a situation where you sound worse than you feel, which is good
yeah.
because I can make fun of you for sounding stupid, but not feel guilty about it because I know you're on the mend.
Yes, and also I might sound a little different because if you'll notice, peeking out the bottom of this mic,
Mm, your technology decided to work this week.
no, it actually did what it
The
usually
opposite.
does and doesn't fucking work. But
Oh my God.
I've been helping Nay with like little odd jobs here and there for Rush. And it's like
Hmm.
little stuff like, oh yeah, we have a video. Can you cut these together? Oh, we have some audio clips. Can you like level them out? So it's like really easy shit. And then she's like, hey, I wanna. We're just gonna re-record everything. Could you send me with a mic? I was like, I could, but I would have to send a mic, this setup, and then it's a whole thing on how to teach her how to do it. And I
Hmm.
was like, I could come and do it, but my schedule is like very tight. So I'm like, what if we just copped this mic that has been sitting in my Amazon cart and this is just a straight USB, go straight into the computer and it does it sound
No,
bad? Or I mean,
no,
I think
it's
it
you
sounds
sound. I mean, you sound great to me.
yeah, it sounds
We haven't cut an episode where I wore a headphones in a while though.
yeah.
So I don't. Maybe that's like enhancing the experience for me. But I'd say that you don't sound quite as good as Marvin Gaye, but you sound better than Barry White. Is kind of where you're at in the hierarchy of vocal fidelity. You're not quite Otis Redding, but you've
So
surpassed.
kind of a white gay guy.
Neither of those artists are white or gay.
Yeah, but Barry White, Marvin Gaye are both guys, are they not?
They are. That they are.
Okay, so
That was pretty bad, dude. That sucked.
hey, I thought that was pretty on point. Actually,
Oh,
I'm sweating, so I'm gonna let you vamp for a sec, and I'm
all
gonna
right.
derobe.
Well, I guess I'm gonna vamp while Tone strips. This episode of Show and Tell with Tone and Tone is sponsored by Antonio taking his clothes off on camera. We're going to be launching our OnlyFans soon. So stay tuned for that. You can find more information on our Twitter at Show and Tell Pod 3, all lowercase, all one word. Um, yeah, check it out. It's going to be tight.
Oh, also, before I opened it, I just wanted to thank you for sending this postage pre-redacted. Like, this is
Dude,
beautiful. I
get a
love
load of
that they
that.
knew where to send it because it just showed up in the mail like this.
Yeah, well, Rachel knew that
Don't trust the USPS.
I had well that too, but she knew that I had accidentally attempted to dox you in a previous episode, and she thought, you know what, let's let them know that we take their personal security very seriously. We're not in the CIA, but we know a thing or two about information security. So
Shout out,
she wanted
shout out
to.
DJ Miss Rach.
That's right. That's right. Who's on a much more important Zoom call than you and I right now?
Hey,
Yeah, Tuesdays are her. Or, excuse me, we're not saying or whatever day this is
yeah.
are her work from home days. So she's in the other room helping communication students.
Oh, you're not at the office today? Oh, yeah, duh. There's a
Yeah,
lack
no,
of poster.
this is gonna shock you, Antonio, but I don't have a king size sleep number bed in my office. I like a
I don't know what
tiny.
tenured professors do.
Well, I can tell you what they don't do at Ohio Dominican University. Have a king size sleep number bed in their office.
Have you been sick recently? I don't know. I feel like every time I talk to you, you're sick, or Ben's sick, or Rachel's sick.
Yeah, I was. Well, no, Ben was sick last week. He had a respiratory illness. It wasn't quite an
Oh,
infection. It wasn't, it was just I don't remember what it stands for, but he has or he had an acronym
oh no.
sickness, and I don't remember the combination. And we were like, what does that mean? And the doctor was like, it means there's some kind of respiratory problem. We were like, well, do you want to,
Some
is there like some,
kind.
is there like a Latin phrase that you can say that we can web MD? And he was like, no, there's just something kind of wrong. It's like, okay.
Oh
So
no.
he was pretty sick. Depending on your perspective, he did or did not have that dog in him. But he stayed home from school all week. Rachel
No
worked
lot.
from home all week. We had a big family trip to Michigan planned for this past weekend, and that got totally scrapped. I ended up only being up there for about 18 hours because I had to go to a thing at Michigan State on Friday. So I like went up Thursday night. Aw,
How cute.
yeah. So no, we had a rough week, but he's back at it. He was steadily improving. But the thing is, when it's your little infant, um,
It's
steady
like a bigger
improvement
deal.
it's insufficient. We need overnight results, baby.
Yeah.
But he's good. I mean, he's at daycare. He's back at daycare, so
Oh,
he's doing good.
little bean.
Yeah, last week was a crazy week for babies, though. Actually,
Shout
my
out
buddy,
babies.
yeah, dude, baby's kind of rip, bro. Like that's how I know I'm in my 30s because I'm like, okay,
You're lit.
going to see a concert that doesn't start till 11 p.m. that has four bands. Not it, Chief.
Nah, but
Having
babies.
having three of my homies all have babies in the last 10 days. That whips, dude. That
Oh,
whips ass.
that is dope. That is really
Yeah.
cool.
Well, and it's cool because one of them is my nephew, my brother, and my sister-in-law welcomed their baby into the world last weekend.
Oh,
Um,
Tony,
my
what
but
are your Do you only have one brother or do you have two?
yeah, just
What's your
one.
brother's name?
Steve.
Dave? Oh my gosh.
Steve. No, Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
I've been sitting here like after you said that, I was like, oh my God, I don't even know Tony's brother's name.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. He's a man of mystery.
Yeah,
Yeah, Steve and my sister-in-law had their baby. My boy Brett had his baby. And he's funny. I'm gonna shout him out on the pod because we in the friend group we called him a golden retriever because he was just like kind of like you actually. He's
I was
just
gonna
like
say I have
he's
been referenced to having
he
golden retriever energy.
he is ready to move to whatever the scene is, whatever the situation's going to be. Brett is going to be there and he's going to have a big dumb smile on his face and he's going to be ready for himself to have a good time and to make sure that you have a good time too. And he and his wife Colleen just had a baby like maybe 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and she's beautiful. And
Mm.
everybody's happy and healthy. It's just been like this is like a guy that I used to kill a case of Keystone with, in the dorm, and now he's like sending pictures of him making the same face he used to make when he would beat our buddy Jared at FIFA by like 30 goals. Same big smile holding like his infant daughter. It's just like this is sick. Like this
Uh,
rules.
he's got the
I'm not
he's got
like
the dog in him.
he does have that dog in him. I mean, I'm a dad and I'm about to say that he's like the dad.
Oh,
He's like that. He's like that dad. So shout out to Brett and Leader. Good for them.
shout out!
Um
That's fucking sick.
yeah, so it's
Oh,
uh it's it's good. It was a rough week, but emotionally there's a lot of excitement to sort of fight against the kind of ugliness of
well,
of Beans being sick and everybody not feeling well.
and not to undercut all the other good news, but something amazing has happened.
Talk to me, bro.
Oh, no, the pending sequel to cinematic masterpiece featuring Bill Paxton and somebody else, Twisters. I love how no matter where the fuck you're at, you are within arm's reach of some Twisters memorabilia. That is the level of Shrek love that I aspire to. Like
Twister is life.
I want
Twister is
somebody to
love.
say Shrek something and be like, or are you talking about the original manuscript of Shrek right here?
Dude, I wish I can't reach far enough with the way I have the computer set up on the bed, but if I were to reach a little deeper into my bedside table, I have and I'll freely admit this is a stupid thing for a person to have. That I bought on eBay a couple years ago a press kit for the movie that includes like photo like still photos from the production and like a book like a booklet that kind of has the synopsis and like imagine like the thing that you get when you go to a Broadway show or like a musical, right? The playbill.
Oh,
It's like a playbill for the movie, but it was a press kit that was sent to Germany. So it's in German. And
ooh,
I don't read German. So
eh, that's still really cool.
so it's just like Universal Film presents Zeke 9 now, whatever. I'm gonna alienate our German audience by making fun of their stupid language, but
L Twister, L
yeah,
Twister.
Zay Twister. I don't know.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
even. I don't even know it well enough to joke about it. I just know Ein Wein Slime from that movie Cool Runnings. Shout out to John Candy.
Oh,
Another one we that was taken away from us too early.
rip him and Chris Farley.
Yeah,
I always get them mixed up. I know they're two completely different people,
big time.
but they're big goofy guys. I think that's why I get them mixed up.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think you're probably a little too young for
For John Candy.
well, no, I mean, yeah, yes and no. I just think that like
Yeah, like
them being different cultural icon, like to you, they're just big, funny dudes that died tragically young.
yeah.
But like, for me and people even a little bit older than like people Rachel's brother's age are like have very distinct like John Candy did this thing and Farley did that other thing.
Well, I know John Candy did Home Alone and Cool Runnings, and Chris Farley did. Was he in Black Sheep?
He was, yeah. Him
Yeah,
and David Spade were in a bunch of movies
yeah. I
together.
mean, I know that they were in Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy is like one of my favorite movies of all time. That's how I know. I used to have, the scene where, um, they're in that office, and he's like, "You're driving along, you're driving along." Blah, blah. I used to have that scene memorized, and it by the time I would get to the end, I would have tears streaming down my face because I was laughing so hard saying it. I love that
Hmm.
movie.
Yeah, I think for me, I like the killer bees scene. You know, and
I've
that
always
got
wanted
a
to try that.
yeah, that got a that quoting that scene got a lot of play in my house when my brother and I were younger.
Oh my god, I'm allergic to bees.
Yeah, like we'd be like, like, clean your room, boys, and we'd be like, there's bees, killer bees, run for your lives, holy shnikes. Like
Oh,
that was
they're
I used
they're
to run
ripping my face off.
I used to run around with my shirt lifted up and I would be like, holy shnikes. Like I used to pretend I was Chris Farley. Um,
Richard, what's
yeah,
happening?
yeah, brothers got a hug.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
A
I,
deeply
I,
quotable film now
I
that I'm thinking
always
about
forget
it.
that Rob Lowe is in it
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he's the villain.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because Rob Lowe, and I don't know which one came out first. I think Wayne's World did, but the villain he plays in uh, Tommy Boy is literally the exact same character that he plays
In Wayne's World.
in Wayne's World. If you think about it, like out like slimy kind of douchebag, yuppie,
Yeah.
trying to
See,
take advantage of like the heartfelt
it's
dumb
been a while
dummy.
since I've seen Wayne's. Honestly, I think I've
See,
only seen Wayne's World like
that's
once.
that's funny to me because for as much as Wayne's World is like kind of grunge era alternative rock movie, it's like a nerdy like TV entertainment
Oh
producer movie.
yeah, like I really, I mean,
And you're not, that's your thing. Like
well,
you're
when I
like a
think about Wayne's World, I think about like that one scene, like the whole product placement scene. That is
so good.
so funny,
Do you know what?
so funny.
Okay, let's do a little trivia. This can even be a fun fact. Um,
Yeah,
there is there is
we're
there is
slowly making our
there is
way.
one line in the product placement scene that I probably say at least once a week, every
Mm.
week since the first time I saw Wayne's World. And I would like you to guess what it is.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure Wayne's World came out in like 1999.
It came out in the early 90s.
Oh, okay.
Well, I
19.
might be, I don't know. Maybe it came out in the mid 90s. I don't know.
We'll say 95. We'll shoot the difference. Um,
Gonna look it up because now I want to know.
I'm guessing 94. Um,
Oh
I don't know.
wow. I was more right than you were.
86?
92.
Dang. I just found out yesterday that Top Gun came out in 86. I didn't know it was that old. I thought it came out in the 90s.
That agitates me that you just said that. I'm mad at you.
I'm so sorry. I didn't even
Don't
mean
you're stalling.
old.
You're stalling.
I don't know. The only thing I can think of is the scene where they're sitting there eating the Doritos.
I would never sell out, man. That's disgusting. That's not the line, but that's okay. You ready?
Hit me.
Tiny, tiny, yellow, different.
What?
When he's taking the pill, the ibuprofen, he says,
Oh.
it's tiny, yellow, different. Anytime I'm given something that's small or something that's yellow, I will say tiny, yellow, different. It doesn't matter. I could be at church. If
At
they give me a
church.
little piece of communion that's very small, I'm gonna say
Yellow.
tiny, yellow, different.
Jesus. Literally.
That is what you're supposed to say.
Jesus. Well, that's you're supposed to say and with your spirit. I went to
Uh,
Catholic school. Come on. You're not the only one at a
uh,
religious institution. So, Tony, I have something I brought to show and tell.
yeah.
It's so funny. I don't know if other people can see this, but to me, it's so clear when we haven't recorded in a bit because we're 25 minutes in. Didn't take a break for the intro. No, nothing.
Oh
But
God.
I love it.
Well,
Anyways,
one thing that I'm enjoying that I think is happening more in season two than season one is I feel like the list is maybe not as strong
oh,
because
very
like
much.
I don't know, was social media the last episode that we did?
Yeah, and we
Like
talked about
like
no social media.
these are like five fun facts. These are kind of two stinkers right in a row.
Okay, I'm actually a little offended that you said that one because I'm so excited. This is my absolute shit. So hard left turn into this episode.
Prove me wrong.
So fun facts are
Hair to the girls.
oh wait, is it backwards on your side?
Hmm.
Oh shit. Okay, wait. Oh, okay, I got it. Transform, flip
Well, if you're gonna play with video, I'm gonna
horizontally,
play with
right?
video.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. So now is this backwards?
Uh, no, it is not. Hair of the dog to paint the town red and the little book of answers.
Okay. So some of my favorite shit is books like these. And these are less so fun facts and more so the curious origins of everyday sayings and fun phrases. What was that?
Interesting.
Was that a capybara?
That was a picture of Desi, but it zoomed in a stupid way.
No. Um, so these kind of stuff, this kind of stuff is my favorite. Do you have five fun facts or no? Were you just gonna
Yeah,
Google
I
them?
mean, I was gonna riff some. I do,
Uh,
I do, I know, I do actually.
so I had like I went through and I was tabbing a bunch of pages, and then I'm like, I have way too many. Like I have way more than five, and then I was like, we're gonna just riff for a bit.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Is it obvious what I'm doing right now?
Scratching your ass, fixing your thong.
No, I was scratching my.
So what I thought I would do is run down some of these, and you could pick because
Okay, that's
I
exciting.
I love all of these. And also, I agree with you. I think we should spend one day and maybe add some new things to the backup list.
Well, aren't we just doing it where we have our list of 20 and if we roll something we already did, we just roll again?
Yeah, but I'm saying I think we should add some more because I'm with you.
I think in the seat, no, I think we should suffer the consequences of our actions and
Oh,
make
for
season and
those.
commit to season three being better. I mean, it has to be uphill from here. What's left on the list that sucks?
Let's see. Uh,
Can
let's
I share my first fun fact while you're looking at that?
please do.
Mine are all Twister themed.
And see, I was like, he's gonna go one of two ways. It's either gonna be Twister or Ohio focused, and then I was
Well,
like, I genuinely thought about going and like doing a very deep dive on Twister facts, and then I was like, I'm gonna waste my time because I'm gonna say all of these, and he's gonna be like, oh yeah, but actually, do you know this and this on top? I was like, fuck,
that
you're
would have
just
been
gonna what?
absolutely that would have been absolutely based. No, I was gonna do just like my favorite unrelated fun facts, but then the Twister news broke. So my first fun fact about Twister is that it was the first movie to be released on DVD, first new release printed on the DVD
Wow,
format.
wow, that's kind of hard to believe, but
Believe it, bitch.
all right. Well, if we're going, if you're going pop culture, I'll go pop culture. So let's go to page 31.
I don't mean to correct you, but Twister is more of a religious thing than a pop culture thing for me.
Fair, fair. Let's see. Is there religious fun facts?
No, just do
Uh,
pop culture.
oh my God, there is beliefs and superstitions. Okay. Um, how did the Wizard of Oz get its name? How did the name Wendy originate? Have you ever wondered how Cinderella could have walked in a glass slipper? Why is a beautiful blonde called a blonde bombshell? That's the one we're doing.
Those are all very interesting questions.
Right? Okay, so like I love this book specifically was given to me by an ex, and I've gotten rid of everything that she gave me except this book because it's too good.
Tone. Now, that would be a cool episode of Show and Tell.
Ooh, stuff from exes?
Stuff from exes, yeah, like stuff, but like stuff that you either begrudgingly had to get rid of, or stuff that you were like, I have to keep it. It's too good to get rid of.
I'm adding it right now. Stuff from
See, and I said this was a stinker episode. This is a generative episode.
Yeah, I know. You took a dump on the episode before we even got a chance to flourish at 30 minutes in. Okay. So fun fact. The expression blonde bombshell, often used to describe a dynamic and sexy woman with blonde hair, came from the 1933 movie starring Jean Harlow. Hollywood's first titled the film Bombshell because it sounded like a war film. The British changed the title to Blonde Bombshell. It originally referred only to the platinum-haired Miss Harlow, but it has come to mean any gorgeous or blonde woman of persuasion.
Interesting.
So shout out Jean Harlow,
Yeah,
1933.
dude. Jean Harlow, Shukran.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh. That's
speaking
Jack
of
Harlow's grandma.
dude, probably. Hey, can I tell you my second fun fact? Speaking of bombing,
Oh my god. Be careful.
Twister was the last movie to be released in the now dead HD DVD format.
HD DVD.
Microsoft tried to get into high definition film releases,
Uh-huh.
and right before Blu-ray came HD DVD. And the only way you could play
Oh.
an HD DVD was by using an attachment for an Xbox 360. I might be lying about this, but I think they never actually released a standalone HD DVD player. But the box, you know how the Blu-ray box is like blue?
Yeah.
HD DVD was like this very ugly burnt orange. And Twister was the last movie that they manufactured and released in that format.
That's kind of sick. So
So
first on DVD, last on HD DVD.
that's right.
Do you have Twister on like VHS? Is it?
I
Yeah,
have
I
two
guess.
copies on VHS.
VHS and
One
DVD.
of them is the original copy, and the other a friend of mine got for me at a flea market when he saw it.
It was like a
Um,
re-release.
no, it's just another VHS.
Oh,
I have a Blu-ray copy that I bought right before I went to college because I wasn't going to take my VHSs with me to college.
of course.
I actually never owned a DVD of Twister. I went from the tape to the Blu-ray, and I also have it on laser disc.
Really? That would be
Yeah,
something I would want to see.
yeah.
Like
Well, I tweeted a picture of it that you liked yesterday.
the laser disc?
Yeah,
Did I?
we'll look at it. We only have 9 minutes left. Look at it later.
Yeah. Okay. I want to at least get some. Um.
Sorry, that was so rude. That was such teacher voice.
No. That was I.
I can tell you to take your medicine. Stay focused, Tone.
Hey, it's not all on me today. Um. Oh, when monarchs refer to themselves, why are they using the royal we? Fun fact, when Roman consuls spoke to the public issues, they did so on behalf on all of those with whom they shared power, and so they used the plural noun we instead of the singular I. The first king to use the royal we was Richard I, implying that he was speaking for his subjects as well as himself. It's improper for non-royals to use the plural self-reference, so when Margaret Thatcher did it in 1989, we were not amused. Okay, that sounds like it took a stance.
That wasn't that fun.
Yeah, that wasn't that fun. Okay, while you're saying your next fun fact, I'm gonna find a good fun
Okay.
fact.
Speaking of we and film royalty, the movie Twister was a joint production of Universal and Warner Brothers. And to reconcile the collaborative production, there is a scene where the Twister characters are attacked by a tornado at a drive-in theater. On the movie screen, famously, the Warner Brothers picture, The Shining, is being projected. But if you notice later in the scene, when the tornado throws the marquee into the garage where our heroes are hiding, you can see that it is advertising the film Psycho, which is a
You
Universal
know,
production.
ooh, that's kind of tight. That's like a low key Easter egg.
How do you like that?
I do like that. All right. How about after boasting, why do we knock on wood? I would like to know this. Okay,
Wait,
fun.
after boasting, I thought it was for good luck.
I don't know. I guess maybe it started as boasting. I do it for good luck.
Yeah, I'm very curious to hear
Okay,
this.
we're in the beliefs and superstitions section of this. When children play tag and hold a tree for safety, they are acting out a 4,000-year-old custom of the North American Indians, Native Americans, who believed that because the oak was most frequently struck by lightning, it was the home of the sky god. The Greeks came to do the same conclusion 2,000 years later. Wait, wait. The North American Indians believed that the oak was used. The Greeks came to do the same conclusion 2,000 years later, and because both cultures believed that bragging or boasting offended that god, they knocked on the tree either to divert him from their bragging or seek forgiveness. Wait, weren't the Greeks before the Native American? I don't know. Anyways, so I guess it's
Interesting.
to not offend the sky god,
I mean, we're still doing that today.
offending the sky god.
Going, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, or trying not to. That was,
Ooh,
yeah, do another one. I want
why do we
another
cross
one.
our fingers when we wish for luck?
Now we're talking.
See, that's what I'm saying. This shit is sick. I love this. Okay. Crossing our fingers for luck predates Christianity and originally involved two people. In the pagan ritual, a close friend placed his or her index finger over the index finger of the person making the wish in order to help trap the wish at the center of a perfect cross, which is
Ooh,
where benevolent spirits live. To ensure the wish stayed in place and on the wisher's mind, it is often tied to the finger with string, a practice that eventually evolved into a memory aid. I've heard of that.
so originally,
So
this
people
was
would,
crossing your fingers, which is
yes.
making that
So
is
it'd be like Tony, okay, wish me luck, and you would just cross streams. Just be like, all right, sick.
speaking of luck. Can I share with you for my fourth fun fact a piece of bad luck?
Yes.
Before Bill Paxton was cast as the main character in the film Twister,
Oh, I
they
feel like I've
offered
heard this one.
they offered the role to another actor who passed it up because he didn't want to be second billed to the main star of the movie, which he thought were the Tornadoes. Now, the individual who they wanted to play the lead role in the film was not actually, at the time, much of an actor. Had he been in the film Twister, perhaps his later foray into acting via the ill advised fictional documentary about a musician named Chris Gaines would have been more successful. The name of the individual? Country music megastar Garth Brooks.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that. What the fuck?
He said, no, I don't want to get outperformed by a tornado, and then went and attempted to make his movie about the fake musician Chris Gaines. That movie and subsequent album utterly flopped, and for a couple years, Garth Brooks was deeply and shamefully embarrassed. Now, he's one of the biggest, like most lucrative musicians in the world, so it worked out. It worked out, but he had a little bad luck right after that one poor choice. That's my fourth fun fact about Twister.
Speaking of bad luck, do you know why it's considered bad luck to walk under a ladder?
Mm-mm.
Well, fun fact. This superstition comes from the idea that many early cultures considered a triangle to be the sacred symbol of life. For Christians, a triangle represented the Holy Trinity. A ladder against a wall forms a triangle with the ground, and so stepping beneath it would be to disrupt a sanctified place and risk divine wrath. Even earlier, Christians considered the ladder resting against a wall to represent the ladder that rested against the cross during the crucifixion, and therefore evil. For this reason, condemned criminals were forced to walk under the gallows ladder, the entranceway to eternal darkness. The executioner always walked around it to position the noose. That's dark.
That's bleak, bro. I
love
love
that.
that. That's
Isn't that-
sick. Hey, speaking of the rule of threes, as of this exact moment, 15 people have messaged me or sent me things on Facebook or Twitter or called to tell me about the Twister news. My fifth and final fun fact, Antonio, is that you were the first.
We don't have any sound effects right now, but I'll layer it in after.
In the words of the theme song of the Gilmore Girls, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. I don't know the rest of the words.
I don't know either. I don't know if I did 5 fun facts, so I'm going to read one off real quick. I wasn't counting.
Roll.
Oh, yeah, good point.
We'll do your...
Okay, last fun fact. It'll be a short one. Why is something recently made called brand new? The original meaning of the word brand was a fire burning without a furnace or forge. To say an item, whether pottery or forged metal, was brand new meant it was fresh from the fires from its creation. The usage usually dates back to the 16th century. The verb to brand comes from the same source that means to mark ownership on something, from wine cask to livestock, hot iron, blah, blah, blah. So if it's brand new, that means you got the stamp.
That is absolutely fascinating.
Isn't that so sick?
Thank you for being a friend.
Okay. We're rolling. We got less than a minute. 17. Favorite social media account. We already did that one. 3. Music. We haven't talked music in a while.
I know, dude, it worked.
Caveat, no.
Dude, no comment. All right, now play the intro.